guys, it's me, Live Very Mordred. How's it going? I'm happy you guys are watching. And I'm here to talk about the words in the group, fully known as incels. I never really had too much problems of me picking up women in relationships, and I never had a problem with that. I mean, there's a period of time when I was younger and I was single and I was really shy in high school. I will say some of my friends kind of peer pressured me into asking girls out, or they would poke fun at me if I refused to, and really I kind of thank them for it because I mean that really got me out of my shell a few times. And I will say that some peer pressure is not bad, to be honest with you, because it gets you more sociable to venture on and be more risky, which is good. I will say I am not the most attractive person in the world. I will say that. I'm a heavyset guy. I look like a fucking ogre, but somehow I make up for it with my confidence and my style and my edginess and my tattoos. And I'm really confident in myself, and I shoot caution into the wind and just go for it. I mean, I get rejected a few times here and there, but there's always trials and tribulations. With every 100 rejections, you could probably find one or two that you says, yeah, sure, I'll give you a chance, don't care, or just, hey, we be friends for a little bit till I get to know you a little bit. And you'd be surprised. There's some people that I used to date before in the past that when they first met me, they hated me, or they thought I was weird or bizarre, or there's something there's something wrong with this guy or something like that. And when they got to know me, they thought I was pretty cool. I had some girls I dated before in the past that they said I came off as a bit of an asshole or a jerk when they first met me, and then when they finally got to know me, they felt more relaxed around me and more chill. What is the definition of an incel?
Incel is short for involuntary celibate, someone who wants to have sex but can't.
Kind of soy boyery.
I never really got the concept of incels. I never really got that. I mean, we used to poke fun at other people for like, oh, you can't get laid, and we would, back in high school, would try to peer pressure each other, try to talk to ladies or try to ask for their numbers and stuff like that. And I watched this documentary on Vice on incels, and I can't show you the clips of the Vice media incel documentary because they would flag me for it. And one of the guys surprisingly looks a lot more attractive than I do. And that's weird because I'm a guy, I'm really confident. I'm not the most attractive guy in the world, but I have a girlfriend, but this guy's complaining that he doesn't have a girlfriend. And he looks fairly attractive, which is kind of odd. There's a word for people who can't get laid back in the day. Back when I was a teenager, we used to call them, No! We would poke fun at each other and peer pressure each other because we had lack of self-confidence. We were losers, and we were teenagers, and we were very shy. So basically bullying each other around, poking fun at each other, and bugging the crap out of each other, and peer pressuring each other into talking to girls worked for us somehow. But now they call that toxic masculinity, which is not really helping anything out by just babying the next generation. It doesn't work anything. It doesn't help anything out. It's making the next generation socially awkward and weird. Somebody like me who drives around with a moped and about 270 pounds, not really tall, about 5'8". If someone like me can get laid, you can get laid. It's probably the fact that you're socially awkward, just like that weird laugh that Ben Shapiro did. Whole guy named Elliot Rogers who committed this violent crime, just because he's an incel and he felt alone, and just because he was probably socially awkward. Or he was just very insecure about himself. This guy had the world handed to him when he was younger. This guy had wealth. This guy had money. His family was rich. He had a sports car. He was not that bad looking of a guy. He's actually fairly attractive. But he had the need to kill 6 people because he felt like, or probably had higher standard, I don't know, this little brat decided to hurt and harm other people in a mass shooting.
The killer, Elliot Rogers' mass murder plot had come together over the course of the past year. All of it detailed in a chilling manifesto.
Then checked her son's YouTube page. What she found, Astaire says, confirming her worst fear.
Well, this is my last video.
Before I say anything, there's some people in the incel community who are not violent criminals, who are not supporting mass violence. I'm not saying everybody in the incel community that actually would do something like this. You're talking to a guy, I have a moped, okay? Have one job. And I'm not super rich. And I can still get myself a girlfriend. And this guy can't? There's some problem with his mental state that he blames society. He should blame himself. He's partly the issue. There's some other issues that I can sit there in society that could be the result as well. But 90% of the time, it's all on you, man. It's all about your confidence and what you can do to fix and be more sociable. The issue is social media, and part of the issue is cell phones and, you know, these hyperbolic dating sites like Tinder. I never got any use for Tinder. I never had to use Tinder. I only used it a few times and just deleted off my Facebook because I see no point into it, because I rather socialize with somebody in person in comparison than online.
Venn diagram of no social skills in incels is a circle. And
and that's a lot because of the phone.
Look,
you spend all day on the phone, you don't have social skills.
Also, I think part of it is society blaming and going against the idea of masculinity. They're punishing people who are more confident these days or have more pride in their masculinity than ever before, and lowering the expectations and their self-confidence on their male counterparts in grade school. And it's ridiculous. So this is why I'm completely against neo-feminism, because it doesn't help anybody out. It really doesn't. You're creating more and more incels by lowering their self-confidence and punishing them for their masculinity. Society is all screwed up. Of course, I'm not blaming every feminist on this. I'm blaming the extremist feminist who think it's glorification to put down one sex and override the other and think that will fix the problem, and not realizing the real definition of feminism is equality, not tearing down one sex over the other sex. But of course, mainstream media goes off and blames the internet community, they blame the right wing, and of course these mainstream media outlets, they blame the internet and also 4chan. But literally, this has been happening way before the internet was even around, and there's proof of it.
1989, Marc Lépine killed 14 women at the École Polytechnique because he believed feminists ruined his life.
And at the end of the day, incels, you have to choose between making excuses up, blaming society, and doing nothing about it, and holding yourself back from what's really going on. Well, some of these neo-feminists and these incels are pretty close on just blaming society and not putting responsibility on yourself, because yes, times change, you know what I'm saying? But if a fat guy with a moped can get laid, you can too. So quit making excuses, grow up, change something about yourself, please be more sociable, look into some books of how to be more sociable. It's a little thing called the internet. Have you heard of it? Look it up on Google, on YouTube, how to be more sociable. And please do me a favor and just pick up a hobby, okay? Just don't give a shit, okay? Oh, I can't find myself a girlfriend. Get a hobby. Quit thinking about it, okay? Sooner or later, you're going to find somebody out there. I promise you that. Mother Nature, you cannot change it. You cannot just hold back from it. Sooner or later, Mother Nature be calling, and honey, she be after you. Promise me, it will work out. Don't give up and surrender and be like, well, I blame society and women and the culture. Part of it, yeah, I will give you that. Part of it is society. But at the end of the day, you have to overcome that, over that obstacle. If you really want a female, if you really want a girl, grow up. Please work out. Please do something in your life instead of bitching and complaining, because nobody wants to hear it. Please. Because I've been in those situations before that I complain about why chicks don't like me. You know, why don't chicks don't like you? Because you're probably socially awkward, or you're just weird, or there's something about you that turns people off. Okay? At the end of the day, you gotta think that it might be just you. And 99% of the time, it's you. And yeah, there's other factors of like socially awkwardness and, you know, how people are connected to the internet too often. And those are just bumps in the road. But at the end of the day, you have to overcome that. You just can't just blame society and just, oh, I just give up and lay down. No, never give up. Never surrender. As soon as you give up, these neo-feminists, these extreme feminists, they win. Society wins. Fuck society. Overcome that, and you can basically do anything you want to if you put your heart desire. A wise man once said, and I know this is from a movie, a man can change his stars. And they can. You can change the stars as well. I'll talk to you guys later. God bless America. I'm out of here. And you can change the stars.